So here I am with Corey Walker, entrepreneur extraordinaire, and me, Bruce Firestone, and I'm in Ottawa. And Corey, where are you?
I'm in Constant Lake. I'm looking at a cabin.
And just so everybody knows, Constant Lake is not Constance Lake. Constance Lake is
That's correct.
In West Carleton in Ottawa, and Constant Lake is a few kilometers from Eganville. It's kind of halfway between Ottawa and Algonquin Park. And Corey and I have been talking about something called flodges, or flodges. Did I say it right? Flodges?
Lodges.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, Corey already knows this, but for the record, I helped two other young fellows, Nick Cripps and Simon Case, buy a 177-acre property on Constant Lake, second best fishing lake, I'm told, in Ontario.
I'd say that's pretty close to accurate.
And Corey, just again for the record, you can tell the folks, folks being you and me, that you're a fishing guide too, right?
I am. I run a fishing guide business and also a welding business. So yeah. I'm trying to put all these together.
Yeah, plus a bunch of other stuff. So Corey, do you know how to turn your camera around so that
I do?
Because I can see your handsome face, which is great, but I want to see the property.
Switch. There we go.
All right, there you go. So can we just go down to the waterfront first, if that's okay?
Sure.
How many front feet of water do you
have? How many feet?
Yeah, frontage feet.
There's it's about half an acre, but there's water on three sides. So over there, this is where we came in.
Yeah.
We came in from that direction over there, and the water wraps around the whole entire property.
Wow. Is this property, can you get there by road or is it only by boat?
By boat only.
So there's no road in there?
There is no road, but the camp that their right of way is on is a 5-minute row. We just rode here in 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe.
Isn't that interesting? So it's water access only, but you said that it is attached to some kind of land, right? So why?
Yeah, it's on a peninsula. It's on a peninsula. Yeah.
Right. So it's on a peninsula. Why can't you put a road to it? I'm just asking.
I don't know that question. I don't know the answer to that yet, for sure.
Okay. So the boys, Nick and Simon, who bought a property also on Constant Lake, they also have a peninsula surrounded by water on three sides, so very similar to the condition, but they do have an unopened road allowance. Okay, do you understand what an unopened road allowance is?
It is sort of, not really, if you could explain to me. Yeah.
So it means that the township or the county, probably a long time ago, long before you were born and long even before I was born, left these allowances so that you wouldn't have landlocked parcels. In other words, parcels that you couldn't get to by land.
Right.
So they haven't been opened, but that there's probably some kind of an unopened road allowance that, I mean, if you ever decided to bushwhack a road, and you probably could. I'm just saying.
Right, I understand. Yes. I understand.
So that is something. I work with a young real estate lawyer by the name of Steve Shepard. So just stop for a second, okay?
Okay.
Just stop walking for a sec and just turn the camera around again so I can see your handsome face again, and we'll just talk about it. So I work with Steve Shepard. He's a really good young or youngish now real estate lawyer. And if you were to buy something like this, title search is really important. In other words, you want to make sure that if there is an unopened road allowance, you know where it is. You also want to make sure that you can get proper title to any property. In other words, you don't want to buy a pig in a poke, if you understand that expression.
Yeah.
But that's not something you have to worry about, or me as a coach or as a realtor. I don't worry about that. I let the lawyers worry about that.
Yeah, let the lawyers worry about that.
And there's something else that you need to note, Corey, and that is if you're buying any property, you can and you should purchase something called title insurance.
Yeah.
A young fellow I coach, his name's Dan McHugh, he's a mechanic, a really good mechanic, by the way, bought a property which was landlocked. In other words, it did not have road frontage. It was in Ottawa, and it didn't have road frontage. And when I did a little bit of homework on the title, along with Steve Shepard, we realized that here was the lot that Dan wanted to buy, and here was the road, and there was a piece of property in between. And the realtor who was selling the home did not know that. So when we discovered that, we went back to her and we got I think it was a $35,000 price abatement. Do you know what a price abatement is?
Yeah, it means the reduction on the price.
Yeah, it was a very interesting house. It was a farmhouse with a nice 3-bedroom farmhouse with a 1-bedroom apartment in the basement. It had not one, not two, but 3 beautiful outbuildings, one of them fully fit up for a mechanic. We got the house, we got the sheds, we got the air compressor, we got the hoist, we got all of the equipment for $435,000. And then when we found out before closing that it was landlocked, I went back to the realtor and said, "Did you know that?" She said, "No, I didn't." So he has no legal access. But I said, my client is willing to absorb that risk. But we want a price abatement. And she said, "How much?" I think it was $32,000. So I think Dan bought the property for $402,000, but he paid, I think, about $400 or $500 for title insurance. Then title insurance paid all of the legal costs to resolve the access problem, which cost a lot of money, in the many thousands of dollars, but it was all paid for by title insurance. So when you buy rural property or you buy property where there's a little bit of an issue on title, I'm buying a house, by the way, in Belleville, where there's title issues, you buy title insurance. It's not very costly, but it's very worthwhile.
Very effective, yeah.
It's very effective, and Dan got it resolved. He ended up actually owning that strip of land between his house and his lot and the road. He actually, the title insurance paid the lawyers to apply to the court to have it in his name, and he got it for nothing.
Well, she explained that the property that is landlocking this property is owned by the Toyota dealership guy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna ask him, because if we do end up making a move here, I'd like to clean up what we can see without him complaining.
So what kind of so now turn it around again and just bear with me for a minute. What kind, and the cell reception is great. I mean, I'm seeing everything clearly. What kind of trees do you have on the property?
There's cedars. There's lots of cedars.
There's a couple of big pines.
There's a couple of really big pines.
What kind, white pine or red pine?
White pine, that's a white pine.
A lot of black spruce.
And there's a lot of black spruce, yeah.
Okay, and what is the lady's name?
The lady's name is?
Me, Linda Roy.
Linda Roy.
Linda, my name is Bruce. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Can I ask you a couple of questions while I've got you here? I'm Corey's coach.
Sure.
Hold on a second.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So Linda, I'm his coach. All right. Yeah. I send in the plays from Ottawa, but he does all the work. Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
So Linda, how many feet of frontage do you have on the water?
Well, it's a point, so it's quite a bit. It starts at the one pin, it goes all around to the other pin.
There's got to be 300 or 350. 300
Fantastic.
feet.
Fantastic.
But there's a part in the summer that is the swampy side, and it's gorgeous to look at. We used to have a dock sitting there. We just sit there and watch nature.
Of course.
But you can't, it's not really is that a word?
Yeah, navigable by boat. It's more a canoe side.
Canoe, kayak kind of.
Canoe and kayak side. And what what is the total area of your land?
It's about half an acre.
Oh yeah, you said that. Okay, so it's a half an acre with lots of frontage. Now, Linda, I don't think you have a septic system there, do you?
No, we can't.
That I was just going to ask.
But we have what we do have is a composting toilet.
Yeah.
And the gray water just goes into the ground.
Okay. I was going to say that it's probably too small a property for a septic system, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I get that. I own a Binkie too with gray water system and composting toilet. So that's not going to discourage Corey or me. But I just had to ask that question. All right. So how long have you owned it?
6 years.
6 years. Do you mind if I ask why you're selling it? You don't have to say, but I'm nosy.
Because I'm a widow as of last June.
I'm sorry, that wasn't really, I'm sorry to.
No, that's okay.
ask
That's
that.
okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. Everybody asks me that, and it was
Yeah.
a big question. That's okay.
Yeah. Well, you know.
But I can't handle it by myself. We have a 100-acre farm,
Wow.
and that's keeping me busy.
Well, that's real work. So you've owned it for 6 years. What would you say is the best part of owning this property? What did you enjoy most? Maybe watching nature.
Yes, absolutely. There's all kinds of animals. And, you know, a lot of people don't like the fact that it's boat access, but we kind of enjoyed it because people didn't show up unannounced.
Well, that is for sure.
So
it's
if they wanted to come visit, they'd have to phone us and let us know so we can go pick them up.
Did you ever go?
park.
Did you ever go in the winter?
Well, yeah, we've come in the dead of winter with our snowshoes. We don't have a skidoo, but there's a lot of skidoos on the lake.
Yeah.
You just have to make sure the ice is thick enough, but I'm sure you know that.
Yeah.
We've come just for a day. We've never stayed overnight.
Yeah.
Because it would take.
Is it heated?
Well, there's an airtight cook stove in there.
I bet you that warms it up pretty nice.
Yeah, it does. And there's 2 ceiling fans, so the heat would be circulated.
Isn't that wonderful?
So, you know.
It's got a nice solar system here too, and up on the back roof here is a gravity water tank, and there's a well on the property. Yeah. They pump out of the well to the water tank, and then it's gravity fed to the.
How is the quality of the water you're pulling out of your well?
It's the same as the lake.
So it's pretty clear, pretty yummy.
But it's filtered because it's, you know, it's in rock.
Oh,
like
yeah.
It's all pebbles here.
Is it drinkable?
The only reason why we don't drink it is because we don't use it enough.
Yeah.
So it sits there, but it's good water. You just need to check it once in a while.
Cycle it.
You should test it and then cycle it.
Yeah. So Corey, there's 2 different things that you do with well water. So Linda, this is part of my coaching. I do a little bit of teaching. So if I'm being a bit boring, I apologize in advance. Okay. But Corey, when you have a well, you guys have got it figured out. You have to do a potability test. You're looking for E. coli and coliforms. But in addition to that, you would also need to do a chemical analysis. It costs about $120 or $130, and you look at is there iron in the water? Is there sulfur in the water? What are the other chemical components? So the potability test is one test that almost everybody does, but hardly anybody does. Spends the $120 for the chemical analysis. But you should do that. There's something called ODWO standards, Ontario Drinking Water Objectives. And so what you typically do is you get the test results and you compare it to the ODWO standards, just so you know what you're dealing with. If the water is only good for taking a shower or
then that'll let you know for sure.
Then you'll have to do something else in terms of drinking water.
Yeah, we always brought the farm drinking water.
Yeah, yeah.
But we use the well water for everything else.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Washing hands and.
So Linda, how many you've got a couple of outbuildings there. You've got the cabin, and then you've got another cabin. Did I see that right?
There's a bunkie. Yeah, it's a nice bunkie right on.
It's all cedar.
All cedar, right on the water with screened in.
Well,
very nice.
Linda, do you mind if Corey shows me the bunkie first?
Oh no, go ahead.
Let's go see the bunkie.
And Linda, you're welcome to join us, by the way.
You can come with us if you want, he said.
Yeah, so do you mind turning the Zoom around?
Yep.
So we won't talk about anything other than just the property until you and I have had a chance to, see it.
Absolutely.
We mow the lawn once a year.
Oh, that's awesome.
What did Linda say?
She said they mow the lawn only once a year. It doesn't grow that much.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Can we go in this bunkie now?
Yeah, we can for sure. So these are panels that are come off and they're screened behind.
The doors are all screened too.
So it opens up kind of like that. It's got all the panels open up and it's kind of a panoramic view, it seems.
So there's
2 bunk beds.
2 bunk beds there. Linda.
And then there's kind of another little kind of sleeping spot.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I would put luggage up there.
Oh, luggage, yeah, or
Yeah,
a
that
kid.
makes sense. Yeah, you don't want
Well, I
somebody
would-
falling down.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But it's good for storage.
So
But yeah,
Linda, Linda, when my wife and I visit, she'll banish me to the bunkie.
You know what? People fight for the bunkie. It's cool.
yeah.
Well, it's
It is
really
very
cool,
cool.
but
Oh,
you
I
know,
mean, cool weather-wise, because
yeah.
the cottage gets warm,
Yeah.
but
Oh, yeah.
because this is normal water, and then the sun comes in.
Yeah.
Right at the at the front.
Yeah, super
Well,
nice.
so it's-
sunset.
Linda, I might be known to snore once or twice.
Oh, okay.
So my family kicks me out and puts me in the bunkie, and then they stay in the cabin. So turn to the water again, Corey. Turn us around to the water. What direction are we facing there? Is that south?
That would be east. I'm gonna switch you around here.
Yeah, switch around again. Thank you. So that
So
faces east.
that faces east. Yeah.
So basically, on this peninsula, I think you get the early morning sun, correct?
Early morning sun on this side. Yeah.
Right. And
Afternoon,
turn.
the tip of the point,
Yeah.
like right.
And then let's go over to the cabin. So Linda, does the cabin come with, and the bunkie come with all the furniture?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
It's
worth
fully
millions.
fully
Corey,
furnished.
Corey, that's worth millions.
I know.
Especially that you have to bring everything on the boat.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right.
Everything.
You want to go inside, Bruce?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah. So you got a little bit of a deck there.
Let's do it. Yeah, a little deck here.
Yeah.
Nice little quaint deck, not too big.
Yeah. Oh, isn't this cute?
Right?
Who's in there? Is that Linda?
No, that's my friend Chloe.
Who's that?
My friend Chloe.
Can I say
Hi,
hi to Chloe?
Yeah.
Hi, Chloe.
Hi.
My name is Bruce. Oh,
Hi.
how are you?
Yeah, I'm well. How are you?
So Corey is a hell of an entrepreneur. I guess you know that, eh?
Yes, I do.
I mean, I'm getting to know him a little bit better, and I'm really impressed with him. He's got guts and he does cool stuff. What do you do?
I work for the RCMP.
Okay, so Corey, watch yourself. Stay on the good side of the law. What do you do for the RCMP, Chloe?
I'm like a systems coordinator, so I run the security systems for the RCMP.
You must have a pretty good security clearance then.
I do.
I'll bet you do.
I help grant clearances and deny clearances. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, I definitely want to be your new best friend because I do some work for the government of Canada too, and I have a good security clearance, but probably not as high as yours.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize there's stuff after top secret.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure there is. Oh, isn't that nice? Well, listen, thank you very much for supporting Corey. What do you think of this place so far?
It's very cute. It's adorable. Yeah, it's very nostalgic.
Do you know what Corey is planning on doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're not going to talk about it right now. We'll talk about it later. So Corey, turn the camera around. Let's look at the rest of the
Show
camera. Nice
him
to
the
meet you,
money.
Chloe.
I'm showing them the money. Here we go.
All right. So what do we got here, brother?
That's a airtight wood stove, cook stove.
Cooktop.
You can cook up. It's a nice Stanley cook stove.
It's a Irish. It's called Waterford Stanley. Very expensive.
Oh, those are classic, man. I'll bet you that's quite old.
No, it's not old. That's the thing.
It's CSA approved.
No way. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I
It's
can't
got a
believe
warming section. You can put your
Yeah.
dishes in there.
You put your toast in there.
Exactly.
I have one at
So
home.
Corey, hang on a second. Where you see the windows up top there, what direction is that looking in? Is that east as well?
That is east as well, so the sun comes in first thing in the morning.
Right. Well, I'm an early morning person, so that would suit me. My wife, maybe not so much. All right. So we've got quite is the bunkie, is the cabin insulated?
I don't know.
It's 3 seasons. I assume there's going to be some insulation, but probably not. Probably not up to code.
No, obviously not. And Linda, is it on piles?
It's not in the ground. I think it's like patio stones.
So it doesn't have a permanent foundation.
No.
No permanent foundation.
And Linda, does it flood?
Does it flood?
Well, the worst year was like 3 years ago, and because the cottage is on stones and it's actually cement blocks, the water went under the cottage, but it never went. It went into the Binkie a few inches.
Yeah.
Everything off the floor, and it dries right away. It's cedar, so it's not a problem.
Yeah.
But it only happened, and the people that they actually have a cottage on the lake. The people that had it first.
Oh, wow.
Say that again. Sorry, Linda, I missed that. Linda, can you say it? Linda, can you say it again? I missed that. I apologize.
I said the people that sold us this cottage have a cottage on the lake. So they would have a better history, but she didn't have it that long either. This was first owned by Americans who love to fish.
Yeah. So I'm told, because I helped two other young fellows buy some property not far from this one, also on Constant Lake. They bought 177 acres on Constant Lake, beautiful property. I'm told the Constant Lake is the second best fishing lake in Ontario.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of people fish here.
A lot of people fish here. Well, you know, Corey likes to fish, right, Corey?
I went on his Facebook page. That's all you see is the
Oh, yeah.
fish on the page.
So Corey, you can't hide anything from Linda. She's a digital RCMP officer.
No, that's Chloe.
No, I know that. I was just teasing you, brother. Just teasing.
Okay.
But you know,
I figured that out.
Yeah.
but you know, I go by instinct, and when I saw his page, I thought, yeah, this guy will like this place, because I can't show it to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Corey,
I really like this place.
Corey and Linda,
Check this out, Bruce.
Yeah. What is that?
That is a 3D painting.
Oh my gosh, of the cabin.
And it's made of wood.
Oh my God, who did that, Linda?
That's gonna come with the cabin, she
Yeah, but
said.
who did it? Who created it?
Who did it?
There's a signature on there. It comes from Gaspé.
It comes from Gaspé.
Wow,
We
beautiful.
my in-laws had this.
Isn't this incredible?
It was in the family for years, but nobody had it on their wall.
Oh my gosh, Linda, it's fantastic. Where do
When we
you,
bought this place, we thought that's the perfect spot for
Oh,
it.
I'm gonna go upstairs and show
yeah, so
you.
where do you sleep in this cabin?
Okay, so sleeping, hold on, let me switch this. There is one bedroom here, which is off the living room under the stairs.
Can you go there?
And there's
have a look
another
at it?
mirror image bedroom.
Can
Yeah.
you go inside and have a look at the first one and then the second bedroom too, please? Okay. So Corey, if you bought this place, you'd probably need a cat. You know why, right?
Yeah, I know exactly why.
I love it.
So when we bought an old house, Corey, we had mice, and my wife bought this cat. His name is Sammy, and in the old house, Sammy was up to the job. After a few months, no more mice.
Nice.
He's fantastic. He's on the ball, that guy.
So this is the bathroom,
Yeah.
compost toilet,
Yeah.
sink,
Well, is there
kind
a
of like the
shower?
side entrance.
Is there a shower?
There is a shower somewhere. Is there a shower?
No.
Oh,
That's why
that'd be outdoor. Yeah, we're gonna have to build a shower.
Yeah. Okay. So can we go upstairs?
I'm going upstairs. Yeah.
No, Corey. As you go up the stairs, is there?
Yep.
There's the Binkie and the cabin. Are there any other buildings on the property?
There's a small wood shed and another boathouse kind of shed outside on the west side of the property.
How big is the boathouse?
I would say like 12 to 15 feet by like 8 to 10 feet.
Yeah.
8 feet.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you.
Good. So I think the cabin sleeps 4 or 5 people. Would that be right?
Well, there's one bed there, there's one bed there, and then
Yeah,
there's
that's
the
two.
2 bedrooms downstairs.
And you might have
And then
someone in the living room if you really were pushed to it. So probably sleeps 5, and then in the cabin, another 2. So you could sleep 7 here. That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, can I talk to Linda for a minute?
Or 6.
Yeah, she's saying probably 8. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 8. Linda, can I talk to you for a second?
Yep, Linda. Swaparoo.
Yes.
So, Linda, you know, I do a little bit of coaching, as I mentioned, but I'm also a real estate broker, just so you know.
Okay.
So I'm armed and dangerous.
You don't scare me.
I don't think you would. It doesn't strike me that you would scare very easy. So, Linda, what are you asking for this property?
It's advertised for 220.
220,000. I'm just asking, listen, you don't have to say a word if you don't want to, but is there any flexibility in that price, or you're pretty much set on it?
A little, but like I said to Corey, I would like a half cash.
Okay, half cash. The issue that Corey's going to face on this one is it might be a little difficult for him to get a mortgage. Even if he can qualify for a normal mortgage, which I'm sure he can, but you know, a mortgage on a property that
You can't get a mortgage for this place. We tried.
yeah, I don't think he can either.
No.
So I have a few other ideas for Corey on how he might be able to, whether he buys this place or somebody else's place like it. But you know, it's $220,000 or whatever the price might be in cash. You know, I mean, Corey's a successful guy, but finding that amount of cash, you know.
Well, I don't need it all cash.
Yeah, yeah. You said half. I'm just asking. Listen, don't get mad at me, okay? But if somehow or magically Corey goes home tonight and he looks in his couch and he finds $50,000, would you consider, I'm just saying, would you consider letting him put, say, I'm just saying, $50,000 down on the cottage and then owe you the rest over the next 2 years?
I would rather not, because I'm in the process of, you know, getting the farm ready to sell, and I need to buy something for myself.
Yeah, I hear you. Is there an amount somewhere between 50,000 and 50% that might work for you?
Well, let me put it this way. The more cash you can give me, the more flexibility I have. I don't want to have to pay tax on it. I'll be honest with you.
What does that mean?
Well, if I'll be brutally honest. I paid $105 for this place. We put a lot of work into it. You know, we bought docks and we did a lot of, you know, chopping and cleaning up the property. And I don't want to have to pay capital gains, as little as possible.
So what does that mean, though?
Well, anything over the price that I bought, 50% is going to be on my taxable income.
Correct.
And I'm retired.
Okay, I think I understand the message that you're giving us. Okay, I get it. I get it. I think I get it anyway. And Linda,
Well, why don't you explain it to me?
well,
I'll tell you if that's what it is. I'm a teacher, in case you.
Oh, okay. Well, I was a university professor too. And then after I retired, I decided I wasn't going to stay retired. So typically, you know, I'm going to have to think about how Corey can raise some money to buy this place if he wants to buy it. And, you know, I mean, would you accept $135,000 in cash?
I'll have to think about that.
All right. So listen,
I'll be honest. There's a
Yep.
couple of other people who are asking to visit.
Sure.
it doesn't mean that, and I've been telling them when they ask me about it, I've been telling them, you need to have a pre-approved loan
Yeah.
because banks will not lend money on a water access property with no bathroom.
100%. I get that. I understand it. Okay. So Linda, what is your last name?
Roy,
Oh yeah. And do you mind if I have your cell number?
no, I think Corey has it.
Yeah, I can shoot it to you, Bruce.
Well, Linda's there. You can give it to me now.
Yeah, sure, 819
819.
360
Yeah.
2728.
All right. Just repeat that. 819-360-2728.
Yep.
And what's your email address?
L as Linda, Roy, Fairhead, that was my husband's name, all together, lower caps. So L Roy Fairhead, Fairhead is FAIRHEAD
Yeah.
@hotmail.com.
I bet you've had that address for a long time.
A very long time.
All right. So it's lroyfairhead@hotmail. And I got your cell number.
Yeah.
So I got you. And just remember my first name. If I email you, it's Bruce.
Okay.
All right. And that's all we need. So Corey, is there anything else we should ask Linda?
I think we're covered a lot.
You can always text me.
Yeah, and if we have any questions, I'll just shoot her a text.
All right. So what I'm going to do now is, Corey, I'd like to talk to you alone. So we'll just, do you want to? So I'll leave the Zoom on. Just turn it off for now. And when you get back to, I guess how long will it take you to get back to your vehicle?
We could be back there in like 20 minutes, half an hour or so.
I don't know what this guy is that wants to look at that.
Okay, well, listen, Corey, what we'll do is, it's 12:47 now. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to send you another link. What's your schedule like tomorrow? We'll talk tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, let's do tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm available whenever you need me tomorrow.
Okay, let me just go back to my calendar here and see what I can do here. I got a couple of things the first thing in the morning. How about again noon tomorrow?
Sure.
Okay, listen, because we got other things on the agenda we want to talk about. So thank you very much to Linda, and it was awfully nice to meet Chloe. All right, talk to you at noon tomorrow.
Bye, Bruce.
Goodbye, Chloe.
Thank you, Bruce. We'll talk to you tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow at noon, brother.